Hello, my baby unicorns. So I finally decided to have an anime journal. I was not really planning on making one. However, after catching up on the first part of Attack on Titans last season and catching up on the manga, I became too emotional to the point where I would go on TikTok just to get my AOT fix. The recent events in that universe definitely broke my heart, and I thought that I might be able to relieve this hangover if I were to create a journal spread about it. Figured that since I often get deeply affected by fictional universes and fictional characters, might as well set up a journal, especially since I find making journal spreads to be quite cathartic. As you have seen earlier, I'll be using an A6 size clear binder notebook to decorate. We have some anime and Japanese inspired washi tapes. I'm planning on having a low-key design. I don't want it to be an anime in your face type of design. Of course, a sakura or cherry blossom washi tape will always be present. And as for the color scheme, I'm planning on using pastel colors. I use this washi tape since it depicts the after-school scenes that is common throughout anime. And I think that most otaku would love to experience that at least once during their high school life. I know I wanted to experience that. However, going to and fro from my high school then did not require any train rides. So there really was no way for me to experience that. Plus, the design of this washi tape has a sakura theme, which is one of my favorite types. We don't have cherry blossoms here in the Philippines, but we do have fire blossoms, and they do kind of resemble cherry blossoms a bit. For the left side border, I chose a washi tape with a sakura and Shiba-inu design. I chose this mainly because the design is vertical, and second, it has a Shiba-inu. I would definitely want to adopt a Shiba-inu in the future, but I know that I'm not yet matured enough to take care of a dog. So, for the meantime, I'll be spending time with the Shiba-inu on my washi tape. Plus, it's extra cute because the doggy seems to be just lazying around. Now for the top border, I decided to have this lavender colored plant that dangles from the top. Forgive me, but I'm not good with plants and I don't know what type of plant this is. But yeah, it seems to fit the soft hue that I was going for, and it properly frames the middle part where I plan on placing some words. Next, I'm opening my album from Kina Prints, which contains all of my sticker sheets from a specific local artist. The name of the shop is Nandimo Creative, and I bought a lot from her shop last year. Be on the lookout for my future haul videos from local artists. Those videos are pretty much long overdue, but you know, better late than never. As you can see here, this sticker sheet is actually her version of the Korean actress named IU. Not very into K-drama since I don't have much time to watch, but I still purchased this one since I figured that I could still use these images. And it's very cute and I find it similar to anime eyes. I also purchased a few of these holographic letter stickers since the banner design gives you two versions of each letter. You can use the simple cutout one or use the banner since the middle part is cut up in the shape of the letters. So I did stock up on this letter sticker sheet, plus it's holographic. I am weak against shiny designs like glitter, shimmers, and especially foiling. At first, I was planning on using just the cutout of the letters, but they seemed to be too small and barely readable, so I went with the banner version of the letters. Forgive me, but alignment has never been my specialty. Basically, I'm not very good at doing straights. No pun intended. Believe me, even with a ruler, I still mess up. Going back to this IU sticker sheet, I chose this full body one and it looks cute and it resembles the type of dress that I would normally wear. Plus, it kind of looks like me if I would ever have plastic surgery. Shut up! Anyway, this sticker does look very elegant. I won't be placing a border on the right side since the bus stop scene might be covered up, so I'm gonna just leave that border open. But to add a bit of design on the right side, I will be taking this Kina Prince journaling sticker. Since this is a journal, so might as well have a cute sticker that looks like a journal layout. It does look quite different than the typical anime journal, but I really love how it turned out. It feels like it reflects me, so I guess that's alright. So I printed these images. I just got them from Google, this game console one, and I placed my favorite genres in the screen parts. The same goes for the card in the background. Just got them both from Google Images. As for the TV version of me, I had that commissioned last year and just printed it out. I will include in the description box the Twitter of the artist since my friend was the one who made the transaction and I just gave my pictures that I wanted to be converted to a TV version. I do not claim ownership of any of these images. Again, I do not claim ownership of any of these images. I was not the artist. Since I deeply relate cherry blossoms with anime, I had to use the Sakura washi tape as the top and lower border. If you will look closely in the background of this washi tape, we have a pink colored Mount Fuji. For the side borders, I used the other Sakura washi tape from the set, but this does not have a Mount Fuji at the background, just the flowers. Now, this background image I chose is similar to the traditional Japanese gardens. And of course, the purple hue is the one that drew me in. Now, as for my personal details, I prefer to indicate only my favorite genres, since I have not fully reflected on what is my all-time favorite anime. And to add a more personal touch to this part, I went ahead and placed these two chibi versions of me. I don't really mind having that bare part in the right side since I am more of a visual type person, so I enjoy looking at the right side image. Now it's time to cut the middle portion since we will be using a ring binder. I find this cutter to be useful, definitely a must-have if you do journal spreads. I was planning on just leaving this fourth page blank for a future spread. However, I wanted to laminate it there and then, so I went ahead and just made a simple blue colored spread with some washi tape that had anime style images. On the far left, I placed a washi tape that had some magical girl design, and in the middle, I have this Alice in Wonderland anime style tape. I do collect Alice in Wonderland stationery since that is my all-time favorite literary piece. On the leftmost tape, it had some little girl design. Coincidentally, all three tapes had a blue hue, that's why I went ahead and placed a pale blue washi tape in the spaces just to tie the look together. And I'm quite satisfied with the outcome of this page. It's simple, but cute. looking at the cover page again, I find it to be a bit bare, so I just placed the Sakura stickers. As you can see, I finally used up all of the stickers in the sheet. It has gold foiling and the flowers have a variety of design and sizes, which made it perfect when it comes to adding that additional touches to your layout. When placing the pages in the laminating sheet, I did take my time with it just to make sure that the space allotted for the holes are correct. Plus, I had to double check the side where the holes will be placed is also correct. Since there was a bit of space in the right side, I figured I would laminate this card captor Sakura binder insert. This actually came in with the Sakura planner that I showed in a previous video. You can watch the video in the upper right part of the screen if you want to check out the other items that came with that Sakura planner. Once I was satisfied with the placement, I put the cutting mat on top just to smoothen out the surface and eliminate any possible air bubbles between the page and the laminating sheet. Sometimes I would even stack a book on top just for good measure. Now it's laminating time! I usually have the film run through the laminator twice since it's still quite flimsy with just one run. And if I let it run 3 times, the pages become too stiff. So 2 runs is the better option. To make sure that I'm leaving enough space for the holes, I would place a line first, then just follow that in the cutting stage. When I don't have any highlighter or marker, I find that a metallic gel pen is a good alternative. After we have laminated the pages, it's finally punching time! I bought this corner puncher since my life photo journal for this year do have laminated pages. I figured that smoothing out the corners of the pages would be safer when browsing through it. For the Sakura card, I just follow the holes that are already in the insert. And for a finishing touch, I placed this cute Game Boy keyring that I bought from a local artist. I prefer having it dangling in the bottom. Now let's have a quick flip through. And that's it for our anime journal. As I mentioned earlier, my extreme emotions towards Attack on Titan was the driving force behind starting this journal. And of course, I made a video on a journal spread that I did focusing on my 2 favorite AOT characters, mainly Sasha and Hanji. So better watch out for that one. Materials used will be linked down below. Thank you very much, my dears, for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!